Okay, fine. During my second year of high school, the local indie movie theater was holding a screening of Blazing Saddles, and Gene Wilder was there to talk about the movie and sign autographs. I went because I was a fan of the movie. But in the weeks leading up to it, I got it in my head that I needed to tell Gene Wilder about my fetish. I felt like if I told him about it, it would make me feel more comfortable with it myself. As I was still really insecure about it, I didn't know anyone I could talk to about with it. I'm still insecure now, but I don't care as much. Anyway, I went and saw the movie. When it was finished, Gene Wilder got up and answered some questions about his role. Then he sat down at a table so people could come and meet him and get autographs. I waited in line, nervously, going over what I would say. When I got up to him, I shook his hand and said something like, It's nice to meet you. I love you in Willy Wonka. He was very friendly. He said it was his favorite role and signed a little poster for me. And I almost just left it at that, but when he handed it to me, I just blurted out, Yeah, the scene where the girl turns into a blueberry gave me a fetish for girls inflating like balloons. Isn't that weird? He looked at me like he didn't understand at first, then all friendliness dropped from his face and was replaced with disgust and fear. I think he thought I was going to shoot him or something. I was stuttering really hard and thought he'd think I might be a pedo. So I corrected myself and said, Women inflating like balloons. And then laughed really hard and uncomfortably like I was joking. He just stared at me, like I was pissing on the floor in front of him. I was beginning to really lose my shit at that point, so I just walked away. I didn't even grab the poster. As I was leaving, I heard him quietly call me a jackass. I left the theater and tried to get as far away as I could. I literally felt ill and was basically suicidal for a week. Be me. Live in shitty apartment in shitty city. Roaches literally everywhere. Think of brilliant idea. See roach in kitchen one night. Don't kill it. Take a deep breath and blow it towards the sugar I hid beforehand. Do this to a few more roaches over the course of a month until they recognize me. A roach religion is created around a god who directs roaches towards safety. Entirely religious-based society now exists in roach world. Enter kitchen one night. Some dead roaches on the counter. Message crudely written in roach blood. They're attempting to learn English to please me. Sacrifices for the roach god. Other roaches have their antennas raised to praise my presence. They make little roach noises, but I'm so linked to them that I can understand them. Slay the heretics! Slay the heretics! This is only phase 1. Other roach synagogues constructed on my counter. Religion is becoming more popular. There's a massive uproar in roach community. Fight between atheists and true believers. Roaches argue with religious text. Saccharine Bible. Speaks of coming apocalypse involving acid rain. Fancy that. Find more roaches dead over next 3 weeks. Gay roaches, pedo roaches, politician roaches. All dismembered on my counter. Praise roaches who killed heretics with more sugar. Roaches even have their own mini Jonestown by drinking from the top of a can of Raid. Next month. Religion spread worldwide. Literally billions of roaches stacked together on my counter. All of them are there to meet God. I think this is enough of them. Spray Raid once. All of their screams. Silent. At once. Mass genocide of roaches. Literal worldwide extinction. All roaches gone for eternity. Apartment is now bearable. A girl I'm in love with works at Jimmy John's, and I think I finally found a plan to make her mine. I installed a spy program on the computer at her Jimmy John's. I now have all the schedules for each employee, and access to the info about each delivery order. What kind of sandwich, where it's going, who's delivering it, etc. I have a reasonable-sized van. I bought a Jimmy John's uniform, all of the sandwich supplies I need, chips, and a packaging for this shit to make it seem official. Whenever I see an order pop up that will be delivered by my girl, I make the sandwich on my own and rush it to the person who ordered it before she gets there. Every time my girl delivers a sandwich, she'll be greeted by a happy customer who already has their food. She won't believe it. It's impossible for something like this to happen. Each successive house already has a sandwich in it. This will continue for several weeks. Each day she grows crazier and crazier. One day she'll inevitably start crying on the side of the road, once she sees yet another already delivered order. Guess who's waiting there to console her? It's me. Give her a shoulder to cry on. Say I'll find what's at the bottom of this mystery. The mysterious sandwiches will stop, and she'll fall in love with me. We will make sweet sandwich love every night. We'll pound like pickles. If she says she's going to leave me, my sandwiches will start coming back. Her mental health will literally be dependent on being in a relationship with me. My face when this plan is literally foolproof. Starting my plan tomorrow. Wish me luck.